What do you need John Kerry for? What insight will he bring? What coercion will he bring that isn't working now? Sadat flew to Israel, there was peace, and Israel gave every inch of territory back. Israel doesn't trust that the Palestinians don't want to eliminate Israel from the face of the earth. They honor terrorists. Well, does this reality not matter? So that's the only activist role that the Obama administration is playing in foreign policy. Everywhere else, it's retreat. And the only place it doesn't belong, it's very active. Let's go to that was Tony. We'll stay in California and Los Angeles. Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Dennis Prager.
Hello, Dennis. I actually don't have a problem with anyone who legitimately considers Iran a threat or wants to criticize Obama or Kerry. My problem with many people on the right, such as yourself, is not only do you, and I'll point it out, not only do you contradict yourselves, you either don't want to admit that you contradict yourself or you really just don't get it. That's what my frustration is. For example, you criticize the left and the liberals and all that stuff about the way they talk to certain questionable evil countries and dictators and all that stuff. Yet, when you have a president, you know, guys like Bush, who gives billions of dollars to like Pakistan, is friendly with Saudi Arabia, and had the leader of Iran had no problem with him coming over to Columbia University, then, you know, you say, well, you know, give him a pass and criticize liberals all the time.
Wait, you mean Ahmadinejad? That was not under Bush. That was under Obama.
No, that was under Bush.
When Ahmadinejad came, anyway, I think you're wrong, but even if you're right, what does that have to do with Bush? He was invited by Columbia, not by Bush. Back in a moment, I'll keep you on. Hello, everybody from South Carolina. Dennis Prager here. And Bobby was explaining why people on the right, like myself, contradict ourselves, and I still don't know how exactly. And you were right, Ahmadinejad came while President Bush was president, but he was, of course, you know, he was invited by Columbia University, not by the president.
What I'd like to point out, just look, let me give you an example. I could talk about Saudi Arabia, but I'll stick to Pakistan. No matter what your definition of a terrorist nation, everyone has their opinion. You can make a valid argument, if you're open-minded, to Pakistan. It's an opinion, but you can make that argument. When America and conservatives and Bush are giving billions of dollars to Pakistan, and you know some of that money kills innocent people, including Americans, don't you see the hypocrisy when you talk about blaming the liberals in the war on terror and not fighting, and here you are supporting a side that loves Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and hey, leader of Iran, come on over. If that happened to Obama, what would you be saying?
Well, wait. Everything except the leader of Iran, I don't understand. Who invited the leader of Iran? You don't acknowledge that was done by the liberal president of Columbia University? It wasn't done by conservatives.
Okay, fine, but whether Santa Claus did it, whoever did it, you get my point? If that happened...
No, I get your point on the first two. I don't get your point on Iran, so we'll take up the first two. Sure. All right, I don't think that there is any sane person who can argue, and I don't like the word sane, I don't think any fair-minded person, it does not export terror.
We know they have terrorist groups. We know they have nukes. We know they sold nukes. They actually, when you went to Iraq questioning if Iraq had nukes and was going to sell them, Pakistan had them and Pakistan sold them. That was fact. Pakistan has many times in their organizations admitted undercover that rogue elements take the money from the government and pass it on to terrorist groups without the government officially admitting it, but it's well understood. Now, if you
which terrorist groups has it funded, other than the one that attacked Bombay?
Yeah, other than the one that they work with the Taliban. I mean, there's articles over years working with.
Okay, all right. So let me give you a very brief answer on Pakistan. One of the greatest exporters of evil on earth, the genocidal regime of Stalin, we supported when we fought Hitler.
Wow.
In real life, you make choices. Pakistan is awful, but Iran is awfuler.
Okay,
and Pakistan allowed us. I'll let you talk a lot. Let me talk a little.
Sure.
And Pakistan allowed us to use its bases, to use its territory, to fight Taliban terrorists within Afghanistan and sometimes in Pakistan itself.
Okay.
So Pakistan is a very mixed bag. There are a lot of Pakistanis who want us to fight terror, and there are a lot of Pakistanis who are Islamist terrorists.
You know, one of the reasons I wish I was famous in terms of politics is so I can be a guest on your show and have so much time to run down the history between 2000 and 2014 of what Pakistan has done with the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and giving money to terrorist groups which kill Americans and innocent people. But I don't have time as a caller to do that.
Right. So let me conclude with this question.
No, but can I finish real quick? I'm sorry. I want to. My bigger point is for time is your hypocrisy. If you say
but Iran I still don't know what is the hypocrisy.
If you say Iran or Iraq is a threat because they might have nukes, they might sell nukes, they might give nukes to terrorist groups, they might support terrorism. These are facts that actually happened in Pakistan, and instead of advocating them as an enemy, you give them billions of dollars, and they kill people, and then you sit here criticizing the liberals.
All right. Fine. Then America was hypocritical under Roosevelt for supporting Stalin. They were giving money to communists to kill Americans around the world. All right. Here's an irony, because the right is always accused of not having a nuanced view, but rather black and white, and it's the left that has nuanced views and doesn't see black and white. It's the nuanced view that enables me to say that we have to support Pakistan to the extent that we do, because we have no choice. That is the country that is helping us fight the greatest evils. I am far more afraid of Iran with a